Hey guys, so you might be thinking what's going on with this video, what's in my tech backpack video. But I thought, I've always been a fan of technology, and I thought that it would be fun to do something else for a change other than cars, of course. But don't worry, we're not going away from cars, I still love cars. I just thought that we could do a what's in my tech backpack video for this once, and maybe we can continue a technology oriented video maybe like once a month or once every couple of months, something just for fun, like a short little tech review series. But for today I wanted to do what's in my tech backpack. Now I've been looking around YouTube and there's a lot of videos of these kind, but what there isn't is that there's not many videos that are about what's in my tech backpack as a college student. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself, then we'll get into my backpack. Now, I'm a freshman at Cal, UC Berkeley, and I'm studying computer science and data science. So that'll kind of shape what's in my backpack. Without any further ado, let's get into this. So here's my backpack. It's the eBags Slim something backpack. I'll try to link all the products that I talk about in the description below. But either way, I got this backpack at the start of my freshman year, and I love this backpack. It has so many compartments. You guys may have seen this backpack on Your Average Consumer's channel. I'm kind of shocked that he picked it up, but it's a nice backpack and it really does carry a lot of stuff, and it helps you keep it sorted. So let's start with the first compartment, which is up here. Or actually, no, the first one is right here. And what this compartment contains is 2 microfiber cloths. Now you always have to have a microfiber cloth because you can't be going around with dirty screens, of course. So I have one. This is the one that comes with MacBooks. I use this for all my devices, for my iPhone, my watch, my laptop. And then I have this one which I use for my glasses. I'm waiting for my contacts to come. Let's open up this compartment. And over here is where the magic happens. There is just so much stuff here. So let's start over here. And what I have is my AirPods. I love these. So anytime that I'm walking around campus or I'm waiting for something, or if I just want to go and grab something, I'm waiting in line, I can always have my music with me, and these are so convenient. One of the best investments, I think. We'll get to a better investment sooner on. So let's leave that there. Next, I'll go to this compartment. Over here, I just have more kind of cough drops and some chapstick. This is not too important. In fact, I think that some of these things you're going to realize are not tech oriented, but that's because I am a college student and I want to represent stuff that's important for college students. So if you are a college student, it's always good to have cough drops with you because you never know when you're going to catch a cold from someone around you, especially during this time of year when it's all going around. So let's close that up. I'll put these back. This pocket feels like it's designed for the AirPods. It fits so perfectly. Now let's go into this pocket, and if you could fall in love with a cable, I think this would be the cable. I love this cable so much. It's my lightning cable. It's an Amazon Basics. It's braided, it's red, and it also has these rubber stops around the cable which really help prevent the cable from ripping. I've had this cable for around a year now, and it's been purely amazing. I carry it around with me so I can use it with my battery pack and everything, and it has a little Velcro strap so it never goes anywhere. Then I have my other cable, and this is needed for the new generation. It's a USB-C to USB-C cable, and I use this to charge up my iPad. I use it in case I need to charge my laptop using my battery pack. I can use this to connect to other USB-C devices with my laptop. It's really a multi-purpose cable, and considering I have a MacBook Pro, which I'll get to soon, this is a must-have. Let's put that away, and let's go up here. Up here I have 2 pens, a pen and a pencil, nothing big. I honestly don't use these very often, so I don't really know why I have them. Let's put this back, and then let's go into this compartment. This compartment carries tissues. Tissues, you'll always need them because, of course, you never know when you could catch a cold, you've got a runny nose. But let's zip this up and let's go down to the next compartment. And over here, I have some business cards. These are always nice to carry around with me. And I carry some cash. So it's nice to carry some cash with you. You never know when you're going to need it. I just carry a $20 bill in here. close this up and we open up this compartment. In here I have some mints, just a MongoDB mint box that I picked up from a hackathon. And I love this. This is a PayPal battery, and I picked this up also from a hackathon, but this is very small, it's very light. It's nice to carry this around since it's something nice and convenient just to have with you. But I do have a bigger battery pack that I'll get to. Either way, the last compartment is right here, and I don't have anything in here, but what I do generally carry in here is my contact lens case, just an extra case with solution, because I do know that a lot of students use contacts, and I think that's a great place to keep them. Let's close this compartment up, and let's open up this bottom one. Over here, I also have 2 energy bars. It's just, you never know when you're gonna get hungry, so it's nice to have that. And then, more importantly, I have my big battery. This has come in more use than you would think. This is a RAV powered 20,100 milliamp hours, and it's got a lot of ports. So it has one for charging, then it has a USB-C 3 amp output. It also has a Qualcomm quick charge output. Now that iPhone can support that, it's quite helpful, and has a normal USB output. So I've used this a lot with my iPad to charge up the iPad because I'm using that all day. By the way, this battery pack has been a huge help, and I think that any college student should be carrying a nice big battery in case you're ever going to need it, because your phone can always die. This can even charge up my MacBook, and I think if you have an iPad, which I've seen is quite common, it's good to have it for that. So I strongly suggest that you invest in a battery. I got this on Prime Day. I got it for like 30 bucks or something, so it really isn't that big of an investment, and if it can just save you one time, you've already made back that money, because you never know when you're going to need your phone. Let's put this stuff away, and now you're going to realize that I get into some stuff that might be a little odd for a college student. So let's get into that. There's one compartment right here which opens up in L fashion, like so. But then I pull out here and I just have some circuitry. This is a little microcontroller. It's the launch pad from Texas Instruments. I'm sure this might not be something that you're carrying, but I've seen that a lot of schools do tend to use a product like this for electrical engineering classes or something. So either way, it's something small and I do need to carry it for classes. After that, I carry an umbrella. I'm filming this video in winter and it is raining. A nice umbrella. After that, I have this folder. Now, this folder, you'll realize it's not in too great shape. It's been beaten up quite a lot, but this is what I use to store all my papers. I've got separate tabs for all my subjects, and I use it to just carry any strange paper or stray papers and other papers that they hand out in class. But you'll realize that I don't have a notebook, and I don't need a notebook. I used to carry one last semester, but then I got my iPad. And again, I'll get more to the iPad, but all I need with me is a simple folder to carry papers in. So I'll put this away. And the umbrella actually fits perfectly into this backpack. Now, what is nice is that this compartment that I showed you before, that's a hard shell compartment, so you can use that to also store chargers. I don't carry a charger for my MacBook with me, but if you do, if you have a Windows computer or something that doesn't have too great battery life, that's a perfect place to store it. What's even better is that you can actually pull out that hard shell and make this compartment as tall as taller with that extra room. So that's pretty neat. That's a nice feature that they made the backpack modular. So now, let's pull out my iPad. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull this out and leave this here. We'll get to that, and I want to pull out my laptop also. So we'll also get to that. So let's talk about the iPad. I got this for about $1,000, and it's the new iPad Pro with the 11-inch display, and I got the smart keyboard cover and the Apple Pencil. I love this product so much, because in class I can always take notes. Now, my biggest doubt with the iPad was that teachers may say, or professors may say that you don't need an iPad, no electronics, this and that. But it turns out that most professors are actually lenient with this because it's a flat lying tablet, and they're pretty good with that. In addition, I use it for practice exams. So if you're not a college student, you may not be able to relate, but as a college student, you have to take tons of practice exams before your midterms, and you have to prepare in some way, and any sorts of worksheets or anything. Generally, the PDFs are uploaded to the class's website. You can just download that and open it up in an app like Notability. Notability is an amazing app, and you just finish it right there, so you don't need to print out the document. You're saving paper, you're saving weight, and all you need to carry is this. It's so convenient. I can also charge this up from my battery pack. It's really all I need. I don't even carry my laptop. In fact, I just kind of put this in here because, well, you have to have a laptop. You can't go through college without a laptop. But I don't carry this laptop with me because in classes, I'm just going to take notes. Now, my laptop, of course, I do need it for programming, as I am a computer science student. You can't program on an iPad. But I only really use this for programming, since everything else I can do on here, and it's much easier to not get distracted on an iPad. But let's get into my laptop. This is the 15-inch MacBook Pro with Touch Bar. It's got 32 gigabytes of RAM, has the i9 processor, and has 1 terabyte of flash storage. A lot of that stuff you don't need if you're not a computer science student, but if you are a computer science or a data science student, you will be needing the extra RAM and extra processing power, since when you get into machine learning classes, you're really going to need that power, or else your computer's going to overheat and shut down. I also have a Pro Case shell on here, if you didn't notice. This is a controversial topic. So for the shell, I never wanted a shell on my computer. I had one on my very old MacBook Air. I hated it. I went so many years without a shell. But once you get into college, what you realize is that no matter how careful you may be with your laptop, the people around you, always something tends to happen. I'm not blaming anyone, but something or the else could happen, and it's always nice to have an extra layer of protection. It's not costing you anything. Let's put the laptop off to the side, and you didn't think I could have ended the video without talking about dongles. Dongles are unfortunately necessary, and what I carry around in this sleeve is a normal USB-C to USB-A dongle, and I carry a flash drive with me. This is actually a USB-A flash drive. So as a student, I'm always plugging in all sorts of things to my laptop. And I used to have dongles for everything. And then what I started to do was, instead of buying dongles, I'd get dedicated cables. So for example, I have a monitor with me. And for that, what I use is I use an HDMI to USB-C cable. So that way, no dongles. Same with plugging in my iPhone to my laptop. I have a USB-C to Lightning cable. So I don't need a dongle in that case either. I think living without dongles is a nice life, but you should always carry a USB-C to USB-A dongle because you never know when you're going to need it. Either way, let's put this back, and one thing that I didn't talk about was the sleeve. So this is a TomTalk sleeve. I love this sleeve. I would highly recommend it to anyone. It is a bit thick of a sleeve, so if you don't like thick sleeves, then maybe it's not for you. But other than that, what I like about this is that, one, it's a very clean design. Two, if you look inside, it actually has like these circular kind of protection things, and it has a microfiber lining along the chain so that it doesn't scratch your laptop. But what's nice is that it has protection. It's got protection in the corners especially, and you can just carry this without your backpack. So if I'm just going over to a friend's room or something, I need my laptop, I'll just carry this, and I don't need my whole backpack since this is fully protective in the case that it just slips or something. You know, you never know. It's never happened to me, but it's nice to know that. In addition, it's also water resistant, so if it starts drizzling or something, you're going to be completely fine. Anyways, that was the full wrap-up of what's in my backpack as a college student. I really enjoyed making this video. I hope it was helpful for you guys. If you do want to see more videos like this, let me know. And if you want to see more about UC Berkeley, I've seen that there's not much content covered on the college. Let me know. It's not an easy place, but it is a great school. So let me know if you want to see content like that. Let me know if you want to see more technology-oriented content. And let me know what other cars you want me to review. Maybe an Aventador. I'd love to do that. Either way, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the video, hit the subscribe button since there's a lot more content coming up. And thanks for watching. See you in the next one.